Oh dear. Zaslav met with Paramount Global CEO Bob Bakish on Tuesday in New York City to discuss a possible merger. And already I am seeing a problem. Now, is the merger gonna get confirmed? No, it said it's possible. But I don't think it would work out very well. For starters, there is the fact that if they even consider on doing this, merging Max with Paramount Plus would lead to some big problems. So much media might be sacrificed in favor of it, and it makes me quite concerned about it, especially how Paramount Plus decided to sacrifice some of their originals in favor of stuff for Showtime with that possible planned merger with it. That right there might be why it is just not a good idea to do this with Bros Discovery, which is not doing that well in the ever since the merger launched. It has been nothing but a disaster. I'm not sure if the stocks were good or not, but chances are things would have plummeted hard for Warner Brothers. Its 100th anniversary was not the best. And it says there that it took place in Times Square. The duo discussed ways their companies could complement one another. For example, each company's main streaming service, Paramount Plus and Max, could merge to better rival Netflix and Disney Plus. Which, honestly, this might end up to be a disaster. Especially when you got Zaslav in it. It would make sense if Zaslav would, step down for what he did, because this right here is crazy. I don't think it can work. It also says that Warner Bros. Discovery could use its international distribution footprint to boost Paramount's franchises, while Paramount's children's programming assets could be essential to Warner Bros. Discovery's long-term streaming ambitions. CBS News could be combined with CNN to create a global news powerhouse. CBS Sports footprints could be combined with Warner Bros. Discovery's. I wonder how it'll work with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. I don't think it would do well for Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, especially that they are known to be rivals. They are known of how they were competitive since Cartoon Network launched. They were going head to head. These commercials, these promos, Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon were against each other. It wouldn't really work to see Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon just combined like that. Especially that Nickelodeon is a kids network and Cartoon Network is a channel that is targeted towards animation fans and animation in its entirety. I'm not sure if it can work there for what's going on with these decisions. And I'm getting sick and tired of these company mergers. They just don't work. Warner Bros. Discovery says it all because, it's AT&T's fault for that. Because I know the fact that when Zaslav is in it, he ruined Discovery. And he turned Discovery into a reality TV wasteland. I thought it would be nice to see Discovery Family change. Well, it did change for the better. Probably to slowly get rid of Hasbro content. But this right here, no, I don't like this. I don't like this idea. It doesn't work. I don't think it can work with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon like this. Cartoon Network is doing pretty decently, and Nickelodeon is doing pretty alright. But with this going on, I don't like this. It just couldn't work. I don't think it can ever work for Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount to merge like this. And it's not going to be confirmed as of now. It's just possible. I don't think it can work. I don't think it will ever work. So, let's see what they said later on. When merging with Scripps in 2018 and then Warner Media in 2022, Zaslav kept his core strategic team in place while retaining new creative talent leaders from the companies he acquired. Sure you do. Weren't you the same person that wrote off Scoob Holiday Haunt and tried to get rid of Coyote vs. Acme until you decided to reverse it due to all of that uproar? Yeah, Zaslav. You just don't work as a media CEO. Executives are confident that the deal would receive regulatory approval, despite DC's active antitrust climate. Notably, Warner Bros. Discovery doesn't own a broadcast network. I think they do? Well, I guess they are kind of right. I mean, the CW doesn't really count as a broadcast network per se. Of course, Paramount has CBS. It says it would clear an easier path than would a combination with a company like NBC owner Comcast. A tax provision used to merge Warner Media and Discovery expires next year, which would legally allow Warner Bros. Discovery to explore another deal. Yeah, Warner Bros. Discovery just had to settle with so many mergers, and they didn't work out very well. For example, the AT&T merger, which in my opinion is just awful. It is a horrible merger. Caused a lot of series to be canceled. And oh yeah, the fact that they decided to sell Crunchyroll off to Sony, which was a terrible idea. Anyway, Zaslav told investors last month that the company's cost-cutting measures and debt reduction now put it in a position to allocate more capital towards growth opportunities. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, it did get some of its debt paid, but not all of it. And let me tell you, Warner Bros. Discovery, they have so much debt. And doing more of this might lead things for the worse. Zaslav, just step down as CEO. It's just not working. You ruined Discovery, and you're currently ruining Warner Bros. Discovery, especially for what you did to Warner Bros. And now, the bottom line. Talks between Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount are still early and may not ultimately result in a deal. But given the acceleration of cord cutting, which is a bad idea because streaming has its one main flaw, the growing of big tech on media, neither company can remain on the sidelines for long. Okay, the growing encroachment of big tech. So that right here is the article from Axios. And this idea, I don't think it will ever work. I mean, it just would not work. Especially with Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. They are rivals. They are rivals. I don't think they can team up together for this. Just for this possible merger talk alone. Zaslav is doing a dumb idea. And I blame AT&T for Warner Bros. Discovery existing. Because it's currently just... not a good merger. It is losing so much money. It had to settle with so many dumb decisions on its 100th anniversary on Warner Brothers. And so, it's just, I don't think it'll ever work. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? What do you think of Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery discussing for a possible merger? Because I don't think it will ever work, in my opinion, especially on what Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon have in store there. I honestly hope that if it does happen, I really hope that Cartoon Network still thrives. Because Cartoon Network, I still have hope for that channel. They have new content again. Like Ivanhoe and Tiny Toons University. Anyway, guys, this is Kawaii Life Antonio, signing off. Peace.